Hello,
fa.
hello, APE-fop, ape,
You didn't say a fop. There you
ape,
go.
a pop, a pop, a pop,
Fop.
a pop. Yeah, this was definitely a movie. This was like a movie. This was top, like one of the movies of
One of
all
the
time.
movies.
One of the movies of all time. I'd say maybe, like definitely one of the conversations of all time. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Definitely one of the conversations of all time.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
I remember distantly like watching this and talking about how it wasn't up to standard, wasn't up to par.
It wasn't up to like
I'm
the
glad your prophecy finally came true. You keep saying like this is the bad one. This is when the ape movies get bad. You're saying that for Beneath. You were saying that for Escape, and for Conquest, which I think a lot of people like. I was like, okay, he's gonna
yeah.
be wrong for the third time in a row,
But I'm
and
not
I'll never believe what happened. Rennie was vindicated. AFO and Apes was vindicated.
like instead of saying hi Rennie, they're gonna start saying bye Rennie because I'm just early to like the prophecy this time around. Just gonna start
Yeah,
saying
that's exactly what happened. Yeah, I didn't like this.
yeah. I mean low key I didn't like it either. It was kind of shit. Uh,
I will
that,
say a lot of it's down to personal taste. Like I could picture someone like sitting watching the last like half hour of this. It's just like ape violence and action and being like, this is awesome. I love ape action movies. I love human action movies as well. I'm not really like I don't mind action movies. I'm not like a hater. I think when you rely entirely on that with barely any dialogue, it's kind of hard for me to get invested, especially when this is apes. I think every other ape movie I've seen before this one is about like talking, and it's about like the themes. It's about like the ape human dichotomy, which certainly exists here, and it's got its moments. But when you're just watching like the revolution play out, it's not what I'm looking for.
I mean for me it's like I feel like even the last film which had like a lesser budget is lesser the right word lower budget.
Celebrity Apes, man, that
Is
was
it a lower
awesome. I love
budget? Is
Celebrity
lower
Apes.
budget the correct way of saying it? Lower budget? Lesser budget? It didn't
Lower.
have lower budget. Okay, yeah, it had a lower budget. But it still kind of like pulled like Loki was fire. Like, I mean, it had its flaws, but I still found it like entertaining and like, I wouldn't mind rewatching it. I guess this is kind of the same, but I don't know, man. I don't really find this like interesting. It's just like I don't care, dude. Like I'm watching Celebrity Apes. I'm like, damn.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
Like I'm like, damn. Like wine
I
plus
like
plus.
I,
I
I
feel kind
like
of
the idea
bad.
of an ape revolution movie, which is I enjoy Rise so much. Like I think they were 100% right to like revisit this idea and make Rise because like I mean that movie did so much.
But like this movie like walked so that movie could run though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
Why
know
would I say
like
crawled?
the same is true for Battle and Dawn, which I'm kind of dreading.
Wait, there's
But
two
we'll
more
get to
after
that another
this.
day. No, Battle is the last one, and it inspired
Oh wait, in the original
Dawn.
trilogy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, I can't
Yeah,
wait. Oh my god, this could be so peak.
which
The new trilogy.
oh the modern trilogy. Yeah, we're gonna do that in a few years. I'm not joking this time. Like we're doing it when Kingdom 2 comes out.
Oh what, really?
'Cause- yeah, I've told you this like 5 times. That's like the pledge we made. Because back when we started doing APE-fop a year and a half ago, we were like, oh, we just like rewatched the modern trilogy to
That was a year
prepare
and a
for
half
Kingdom.
ago.
So it doesn't really make sense to like do it again for APE-fop. That reason doesn't really exist anymore. But like out of spite, I think we should keep that pledge going. Also, so this doesn't go on forever. I'd be happy ending APE-fop after movie 10, which we'll get to.
What's movie 10? Is that the third Rise, the Kingdom, third Kingdom movie?
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. I thought that is what was going to happen. Isn't that the last one? No, there's gonna be another trilogy after that, right?
yeah. Okay. Anyway, like last time, I rewatched this because it's been like ages since we initially watched this because Rennie's like never available for anything ever.
I had a good reason this
Um,
time.
and I put the movie on earlier today. I put it on 2 times speed and I took down notes. So I'm gonna go through my notes. So this movie's quick. Like it throws you in the middle of it. It literally like you press play and it like flashed on screen. North America, 1991. And it's just a bunch of like slave apes being like marched around. Like it just throws you right in there. Um, Now as a Canadian, how did you feel when you saw like North America instead of like America or the U.S.? Did that like make you
Yeah,
afraid?
I think my personal theory is that this takes place in like Ottawa. Like if you think about it, like the signs are there. This is like takes place in like Canada. But like conquered Canada, right? Like this is like in like it's like in the
Yeah, that's what I
Toronto,
was thinking. Like why they
yeah,
call it North America?
like
Because
it.
that's what a fascist government would do, as we've learned pretty
Wait,
recently.
from where? Oh, from Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, nothing gets past you, man.
No,
No,
like,
there's no
all right.
hiding from
In
you.
the context of APE-fop, I was like, when you said that, I thought I was like, oh wait, was there like an LDR episode about this? So I was trying to like query in my head, like, oh, did we watch like a fascism like LDR fop episode, like the baby bombers? I was like, is that an allegory for like fascism? I'm like, oh no, wait, he's thinking about Trump. Never mind.
Yeah, actually, Lucky 13 was an allegory for fascism. You just missed it.
I just missed it. Like blink and you'll miss it moments.
You're just not smart enough to
Like you know the
understand.
three arrows, right?
Um,
Lucky 13 has like the three arrows like engraved on it somewhere.
um, okay. So it opened with enslaved apes because this is the future. Um, as we've learned, Caesar is 20 years old, so it's been
21,
20 years since escape.
21.
And 20 in those 20 years, we learned that the cat and dog plague has happened. The foretold cat and dog
That shit
plague
kills me.
has
That
happened.
fries me to this day. Like, do you
So funny. I
what?
mean, I won't go over it again because we did that in Escape, but it's really funny. I love the cat and dog plague with like my whole heart.
And the thing that kills me is like, dude, like parrots exist, other animals exist. Why did you just jump straight to the damn apes? Like, do they not know how violent apes are too? Like, at its worst, a big
I think
macaque
okay,
parrot.
what gets me is like they said this in like Congress or whatever that like um the apes rose up um and like
Exactly. So
made
why did you
Planet
go to
of
the
the
apes?
Apes. And it's still everyone's like we're gonna like have ape pets and then enslave the apes. Nothing will ever go
And then
wrong.
teach them like how to like speak and like learn and like understand. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Even then,
Well, okay, I
like
don't think they were doing
a
that.
macaque parrot will like substitute perfectly for like a dog if you think about it. Like, at its worst, like the macaque
Yeah, okay, but like
parrots.
you can't talk because you're like an outlier, man. You're a chicken owner. Like
Oh, a chicken owner. Like
not
I
everyone
want
has the same
like
like pet mindset as
if
you.
this was like the conquest of the planet of the chickens, do you think like I would like be supportive? Like my entire outlook of the movie would be different. Like if it was like just a
Yeah,
chicken.
I think it would.
Like okay, at its worst, a macaque parrot can't really do much to you physically. At its worst, an ape can fucking like beat your ass. Like it can like legit like tear your face off. Like parrots can't do that. All a parrot has like all you have to do to a parrot is like just beat it. But yeah,
Yeah, so you're immediately hit with like this, pretty hard like suspension of disbelief you gotta do,
yeah, like
and it's
why
not
did
very
you do the
fun.
apes, dude? Like why? It's so stupid. It's like if I told you like, hey, Savvy, like tomorrow at 2 p.m., if you go to these specific coordinates, you're gonna get like shot. And you're like, oh no, wait, my ride is like late. Oh, I guess I'll have to walk through this neighborhood at 2 p.m. and they just do it anyways. Like you had so many other options. You could have just waited a little bit, like, and you're still gonna get shot. Like it's like why did you not think about it? Like they tried killing Cornelius and Zira over like preventing. Like that's the shit that kills me. Like They tried killing two perfectly peaceful, docile apes, or like neutering them, to prevent this Planet of the Apes, right? Like two people that are like fully complicit with them, and like at least
They
weren't like
killed a
evil.
freaking baby. They
Yeah,
killed the baby.
they killed the baby, and then they turn on a 180 and like just let them like rise. Like they just do this anyways. Like if they cared that much to the point of like killing a like ape baby, would they have just not like let the ape like society rise like anyways? Like maybe they would have the forethought like, hey, wait, isn't this what happened? Like letting the apes become our pets. Like maybe we shouldn't. Like if you think they got to the fact of killing a baby, they would have thought of that. But no, they don't. Like, what's the like? It doesn't make sense. Like, I understand for some plot points, like a twist is like, oh, at first it doesn't make sense, and then later on you're like, okay, okay. Now you got me. Now you like, I'll admit, you got me good. You pulled my finger, you know. You got me good, man. You add these little like sprinkles of like a little, but like for here, there's like no irredeemable aspect of it. Like no matter how you like think about it, it'd be so illogical to like if you had the forethought of knowing that the Planet of the Apes was going to happen to let them replace pets. Like, if you think about it, there's so many other animals too. Like, you don't have to go for apes. And why the hell are you going for apes and making them enslaved if cats and dogs were doomed in the first place? I'm not looking outside and see cats and dogs walking around cleaning my dishes, doing my hair. Like, there's no cats and dogs doing that. So why the hell are you making them do that anyways? Knowing if you teach them, they're gonna learn and then revise against you. I don't get it. It makes me mad. It makes me like think. It makes me like not like this movie, and it kind of ruined my like perception of the other films just because of how bad and how mad this like film makes me. That's it.
Wow, that was a lot. Yeah, so as if being naturally like disadvantaged because of Rise wasn't like bad enough, then you're hit with this like instant like bit of prejudice that like you kind of have to treat the movie with. And it wasn't great for our enjoyability of the rest of the thing. Um, so then we get to Caesar, who his name was Aldo, I think, but now it's Caesar. He's been renamed Caesar.
Yeah.
Um, for some reason,
And he just sticks with it. That's what like if you think about it, all accounts, he should have just kept going with the name Aldo, because Caesar was like a slave name. You know, like how like black slaves had like slave names, and like once a lot of them got emancipation, they changed their names, right? You know about that, right? Right?
yeah, I do, but Caesar was what's his name? Armando's name for him though.
No.
Like Armando, his goal was to raise a revolutionary, and I guess he wanted like a you want to just call him like king, which is a strange name for a revolutionary, but like I guess it makes sense because ape society's gotta go through all the motions of like civilization before reaching the like reaching the like 19th century state it's in by the time we get to the original Planet of the Apes. So I guess we got the revolutionary King Ape. Um, and we see Caesar, and he's kind of screwing things up. He doesn't know really how to behave like a normal ape. He keeps like talking because he sees apes being oppressed, and he's like, so evil. And like, yeah, I think he has every right to do that. Um, and I think one of the best aspects of the movie is like seeing this guy suffer because like he's seeing his species like get like oppressed, and it hurts him, and he can't even talk. He can't even talk because then he'll get exposed, and like it's a big struggle for him. Um, and what gets me though is that at some point he's, or I think like when he like first sees like the slaved apes, he's like, I didn't know things were this bad. I thought they were pets. And Armando's like, oh right, yeah, they're slaves now. Why didn't he say that before? Why didn't he like wake him up to the truth of the world beforehand? Because that clearly screwed him up. and is definitely the reason why he gets caught so quickly. He just can't like stand seeing the suppression. I feel like being warned in advance would have helped a little, or even being trained how to act like a normal
Yeah.
ape, because apparently he can't even do that. I think Armando, he was kind of slipping up there. He was kind of he had 20 years. He had 20 whole years to prepare for this, and like he hasn't
The
done too
shit
well.
that
I mean,
pissed me off
Caesar
about
knows his
Caesar is like
history at least.
this was all Caesar's fault, dude. It's all his fault that like Armando died. Like this guy could not keep his fucking mouth shut. Like knowing that they had like an entire manhunt for him, dude.
Why are you blaming him?
Cause he's a fucking idiot.
Why are you blaming Caesar?
He's a fucking idiot.
He was set up for it though.
He just had to keep his mouth shut. It's not that hard to put two and two together.
He was no, he was. I'm not okay. I'm not gonna argue this. I'm not. I'm not gonna expend my energy in arguing about why like seeing your fellow apes in chains will make you feel quite emotional.
I feel like if you saw, if that were me, I would just keep my mouth shut though, like low key, like work in the silence and shit.
Okay, but like if you had no idea what was happening, you just like saw it.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I guess.
You find out
I
there's
guess
this like
yeah,
fascist
so
dictatorship and it hates you
Are we
specifically.
blaming Armando then, like for like not like prepping him?
Yeah, I think Armando should have done more.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I think it's kind of his fault.
I guess I can still be mad at
Thank you.
Caesar,
He
but
like
like I'll admit that like yeah, why this guy not tell this fucker? Like all you had to tell him is once,
yeah.
just once beforehand. Like, is it not that difficult? Like now, like,
Obviously Caesar screwed up, but like I don't really fault him for it.
okay, now what?
Now what? Okay.
This movie is pretty shit, man. I don't have much to say. Like I already gave my.
Oh yeah, the cat and dog plague. I made a note about the cat and dog plague. Um, they say it came from the like a virus that like Zira and Cornelius and original Aldo brought, but it only happened like 10 years after they arrived.
And that perfectly makes sense.
How does that make you feel?
I feel like that's fine. I don't see an issue with that. Like, what could have happened is that like they never interacted with a dog or a cat, and they maybe like might have like sneezed into like a piece of cloth and like dropped it somewhere, and that piece of cloth just like stayed there for like 10 years, and like a wild dog like sniffed it, and then the wild dog got like sick and gave it all his pack mates, and it just spread from there. You know.
Okay,
Also,
but if the plague,
how does a disease just single-handedly only target cats and dogs? I understand cats, comma, dogs. Like there's two different viruses, sure, but like a singular virus that only targets cats and dogs, like nothing else. Like oh look at this coyote. Oh, this coyote is completely fine. Oh, this large feline, this tiger. Oh it's completely fine. But these fucking cats and dogs specifically, fuck them. You know, like I don't really like them. That means like that was like specifically made by someone to target cats and dogs. If you like think about it, but the fact that Zero and Cornelius brought it back means that like it had to be made in from the future, from the original timeline. But then did someone like engineer it or something? Because if that's the case,
yeah, that's what I was about to bring that up. Like, where did the original plague come from? That in the original timeline,
like, because it had to specifically target cats and dogs.
like
Did a guy get bit?
does that imply there's like an endless like loop?
That's what I'm trying to think about. Because like that virus cannot like arise naturally. I can't really like think of like a way you could make.
Yeah, you don't
cats-
think it would stick around for like 2,000 years or whatever?
Not even that. It's like why would a cats and dogs virus specifically? Like I can understand if it sticks around. It could be like a carrier virus. They just carry it. Like I think we do that too with a lot of diseases. I can see that.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's like the common cold for them. Like maybe when an ape gets the like cat and dog virus, they get like a little common cold. But then when it gets to like someone else, they just fucking die. Like chocolate, you know. But like that's fine. I don't really care about that. It's just a fact like why is there a cat and dog virus? Like specifically like that. Like you're begging for like this movie to happen, and maybe that's like the genius of it, you know, like no matter what, these humans are just fucking stupid. Like the cats and dog virus will always happen. Like maybe in the original timeline, someone like just
But it
hated
wasn't
them.
their fault. Like it came from the
I
apes.
feel like it was human made. There's no way that apes made a cat and dog virus. How do you make a cat and dog virus? You can't just like specifically tell a virus, hey, like target these two completely separate like genuses of mammals and don't target anything else. Like unless they mean like oh it's like a general virus. But at that point, wouldn't like a lot of other shit just get wiped out too? Like if it, you know what I mean, right? Like cats and dogs are so far apart that any virus that targets both of them would like target a lot of other species, right? Right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost interest like 2 minutes ago.
I
Sorry.
hate you. Okay, continue next part.
Next part. Okay. So we get to the anti-slavery
The
demonstrations with
slave
the
revolt, TNO.
protesters and the placards, and there's a big like what is it, like announcer like system that says the demonstration will end in 10 minutes, otherwise you get punished for like a year. Like there's limits on the protest. That's how bad things are. Like there's like a set time where you can protest and like a set time and like place. Like that's all you can do. Like they've controlled it perfectly, and that's like I suppose kind of the proper introduction to the fascist government. Then,
Hmm.
you got any strong feelings towards that?
Not really, man. Like I feel like I could say something. Like I feel like it's wasted on this like, entire fucking movie. Like especially with the race relation stuff.
Yeah, we'll get to better fascist governments in AFOP at some point.
Yeah, like 2001. You know. Now that one I have a lot to say about. Like theocracy and stuff. You know, like
Two thousand one.
yeah, there's like entire like you'll see. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like in none of the other ape movies,
No, I've
I
seen the.
guess. Besides, like
Oh, you. Oh, I thought you meant like a space odyssey.
no, what? I'm talking about 2001, like the ape movie.
Okay. Yeah, don't spoil it for me. Yeah. So Caesar gets caught because he shouts like, "You human monsters!" Um. Then he runs away. Then him and Armando run away, and then Armando, he becomes smart all of a sudden because he tells Caesar to just hop in the ape like labor camp, because that way, if he's already in the camp, they can't like find him because they'll think he's on the run, but he's in their system because their system it's got so many apes, you can't even find the circus ape. It's like
Yeah,
in Andor when he goes into prison because he gets caught for being like Latino. That's kind of what happens.
that happened to me once.
That happened to you once. I'm sorry to hear that. But then he goes in the orangutan craze from Borneo.
That was
They just
so
like accept
stupid,
him.
dude. The funny thing about that was that I told you, like, when you remember when it happened, I'm like, dude, there's no fucking chimpanzees. First off, there's no chimpanzees from Borneo, and secondly, don't you think they'd have like papers checking like? And then you're I don't remember your reaction. Then I'm like just like oh, like okay, I guess it's just like a plot
Yeah, and then both
hole.
points get proven right later on.
And then like they're like I was like so happy. Like I love when like that just happens. I'm just like I just noticed something small.
You like being vindicated?
Yeah.
Yeah. And uh, continuing the trend of things that don't make sense. There's like a fascist meeting, and the governor's just like, what if they swap the babies just with like no prompt? He just figures it out. He just figures out the twist from Escape. 20
Wait, what?
years later, he's like,
Explain
wait a
it. Sorry.
second. You know when they swapped the babies in Escape?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a meeting thing, and the fascist guy, I think Breck is his name. Breck is like, wait a minute. Do you think they like swap the babies just like with like no like prompt? He just like thinks about it because of
Oh yeah.
the incident with um the potential talking ape that got like heard at the protest.
Oh yeah.
Um, and because of that, he just comes to the instant conclusion that like they swapped the baby somehow. And yeah, I kind of kind of lost it after that. Like between that and like the opening, not looking good. Did it make you mad?
Yeah. I don't
You get
know, man. It's
upset?
like whatever. It's like whatever, bro. I don't know. Like he should.
Whatever.
I feel like I could low key like I feel like I could
You
low key
should be
come to a
angry.
conclusion. I feel like he should have
You should be more upset.
see if he wasn't a modern day, he would have been on the game theory now. That one like guy, but instead, since he was born like the 1980s, he had to be a fascist because he was bored. Like people who were like that back then, bored had to become fascists. Nowadays they just go on game theory. That's my opinion.
All right, I can respect that. Um, and then we get, of course, we get introduced to McDonald, who is African American and therefore sympathizes with the apes, but he's like low key about it because he wants to stay within the fascist government.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Caesar gets brought to the labor camp, and they got this like sick like guitar riff, like disco music playing with like flashing lights. I don't know what's going on there, but I was enjoying it. I thought that was awesome. I mean, they should have had more of that in the movie. And then they pan to ape torture.
That was kind of funny.
They pan to like
I wish I had an ape torturer.
they're like torturing the apes in the labor.
I want an ape torturer.
And then like some woman apes arrive, and one of them kind of looks
That
at
was
Caesar.
so
And he's
fucking
like,
weird, dude.
"Ooh."
The entire woman ape like thing was so unnecessary. Like, I know, I might misremembering the new trilogy, but like, his love wasn't like the main focus of like the entire film, right? Like his wife, like of his kids were, right?
His wife was just one of the.
Yeah, yeah, but like kids.
His wife was he met his wife in the cages, I think, and then like she was one of the. She fought with the rest of them, girl boss. And then like we get to Dawn, and like they're a family.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the entire like movie like kind of like just focuses on it a little bit too much for me. I was like, that's cool, bro. I know apes like to get freaky and shit, but I'm here to see like apes like doing stuff that I don't see usually. Like when I open like
He does
apes,
nothing until the very end, when like her role could have easily been replaced with
yeah,
McDonald.
yeah. I feel like I don't know, man. It's just like I feel like I don't really care about like female apes, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I like female apes when they're doing stuff. Like I don't see apes doing like I see apes breeding every day, but you never see like apes like ape feminist podcasts like Zero. You never see that. Like so
I listen to an ape feminist podcast if I were you.
yeah,
Right, where are we? There's an ape auction.
yeah,
Governor Breck, the big dog fascist, buys Caesar. He pays the most money for Caesar.
yeah.
I forget why he just does. He doesn't suspect anything. He just thinks like it's a random ape. And then Caesar plays dumb. He like spills his drink. And the Breck is like, or McDonald's. Someone's like, they're slaves. Don't expect them to be smart. And like the black guy McDonald gets offended, and Breck is like, we were all slaves at one point
Dude,
in some
I'm losing
sense.
focus, bro.
I thought that was funny.
I can't
That was
think
a
about
funny
this
line.
movie anymore, man. I can't even think about this. Like I'm just like dying thinking about this movie, man. I'm sorry.
That was a funny scene.
It's a
I
funny
thought it was a
scene, but,
funny
like,
line.
I can't think about this movie, man. It's so fucking like it's
He's
so
I think he's very like comically fascist. He's like, we were all slaves, you know. He's
Actually,
deluded
yeah, you're
himself.
right. Okay, little side tangent. Like, okay, you know what? Whenever you give these things, I'm just not gonna talk about the film. I'm just gonna talk about something else. But like, that's like a common point brought up with like a lot of like, I wouldn't say always right wing, but like, oh, we were all slaves at one point, which is yeah, true. I mean, I wouldn't deny that at least maybe a part of both of our lineages were slaves, but like the thing is that a lot of like previous slave like relationships don't have any consequence to the modern day. Like being a slave in Judea, it means nothing because Rome isn't still here. Well, like a lot of people that are still living today were alive during segregation, and later on, the effects of slavery are still seen to the modern day in the U.S. Like like stuff like that. It's like whatever, bro. Like. Anyways, go on. Next point.
Thanks for your point. Um, so they take out a dictionary and Caesar just like points out his own name. Like he doesn't want to hide anything. He's like, I'm the king. I'm the king ape. And they're like, okay, that's your name, Caesar. Um, and then meanwhile, Armando he's in the building. They pull out a lie detector, so he jumps out the window and kills himself. Um, Goodbye, Armando. And then there's the best scene in the movie, easily the best scene in the movie.
The one with the governor.
Caesar, what?
The governor one.
The governor one? No. Caesar's like chilling outside or whatever, and he sees that Armando died, and he wants to just like yell in pain, and he's crying and stuff. And it's really really quite emotional, but he can't. He can't yell. He can't like scream in like agony because his father of 20 years, like his whole life pretty much died. He's gone. The fascists killed him, and he can't grieve properly because he can't talk. And that's like the peak of like his struggle I was talking about earlier. And I was like, wow, this is a really really good scene. This is a good scene. Like I feel like when people praise this movie, I think they're just thinking of like this scene at like the ending scene.
Give me 1 second. We're back. Hello.
We're back. Okay. Any thoughts on that scene? Do you like it?
Which one again?
The one where he's like he can't cry because he can't talk.
I mean, I've been there.
You've been there.
Yeah.
You understand. You empathize.
I empathize. I very much empathize.
That's good. So he starts doing a little bit of revolutionary activity. I kind of like this bit. He starts writing down like orders for weapons because obviously only humans can write.
Yeah.
Little do they know, they're like ape notes, because he can write. And so all these weapons come in for the revolution. And then he just starts a fire in like the dining room. I forget why. I don't even know if there's. Maybe he's just angry. There's a big fire in the like one of the dining rooms.
What was that? What was that?
That was my alarm.
For what?
That was my alarm.
For what? APE-fop alarm?
Yeah, it was my APE-fop alarm. Yeah. Any thoughts on setting the dining room on fire? Do you wish you could do that?
Yeah. I wish I could set up the dining room on fire.
That's nice. And then the fascists, they figure out there's no chimpanzees in Borneo, so the black guy McDonald, he's really annoying Breck. So Breck's like, okay, you're getting one task: find the talking ape. And so he finds the talking ape. And he starts saying like, "Dang, I wish I could talk to you, man. I wish I could like let you know that I'm with you." And then Caesar's like, "I can understand you." And McDonald's like, "Whoa." And they talk about like revolution for a bit.
Are these communist apes?
I don't think they're communist. I think they're anarchist. But McDonald was like, "Yo, the revolution's gonna fail. You're just like apes, bro. You're not gonna win." And she's like, "I don't care, man. We're gonna have like a second revolution, then a third one if that one fails, and we're gonna keep doing it until we win." And McDonald's like, "Okay," and Caesar's like, "Surely you of all people will get it. You know, drawing that direct parallel. He knows his history."
Yeah.
And I mean, the comparison is pretty unsubtle, or has been like prior to this anyway. So I don't care all too much about this moment.
this
Um,
was nothing burger, bro. I don't know, like.
yeah, the next section's like nothing, because like McDonald takes him in to be tortured to death. They torture him. Eventually, Caesar screams in pain. They're like, "Ah, he's the talking ape the whole time." Like, wow, you finally figured it out. And then then McDonald fake kills him. And everyone leaves. And then Caesar breaks out, gets his weapons, gets the other apes, and they rise up. And there's like 20 minutes of like ape action where they just like run around with guns. They start like fighting the people. They set people on fire, all that crazy stuff. Um, and this is the section I was talking about before, where like I'm not really super into. I don't think you're a big fan either.
I'm not a big fan of this entire movie, man. I hate this fucking film.
Right? You said you said you rewatch it. You said you were down with it earlier. What happened?
I changed my thought process on a lot of things, you know.
You're just really bored with this conversation.
I am so fucking bored of this conversation. It's actually
Like I'm trying to bounce off of you, and it's just like hits the wall and like falls directly to the ground, man. Like you got nothing. But I've already talked about this bit at length. There's one part that I do like. The apes are crossing the bridge, and the riot police on the other side are just like, no, no, and then they do it anyway. And the police are like, home, no, home. They're like trying to communicate with these stupid apes, and the apes just ignore them. So they all take out their guns. I thought it was funny. Yeah, no, there's proper violence. They shoot some. If the apes die, people die. There's actual violence, which like yeah, of course it's gonna be violent. That's what they were talking about. Because Caesar was saying like to McDonald, we literally can't get power unless we do it violently. You know, it's kind of the cause of every revolution. The only way to take down fascism is like with a bullet. You know,
Yeah.
you're down with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Good. And then they get to the big fascist control room. Breck is like denying everything. He's like, they can't do that. They're apes. And then they get in. He's like, ah, I hate you apes. You're dirt. You're freaking beasts. I hate you. People are awesome. We're superior. Like the usual like talking points. Caesar's speech is pretty cool. He like talks about like making a new ape world, you know, typical revolutionary stuff. A lot of people really like this scene. A lot of people really like the what he's got to say. I think it's all right. I'm down with it. I don't really.
It's alright. I don't know, bro. I
I don't
can't
have any
think
big
of
grips.
anything, man. I'm trying to think of something to say, bro. I can't think of anything to say. I'm sorry.
You have anything to say?
No, man. I just.
I was gonna make you watch this, like rewatch it, but like you're so like low energy that I just like feel pity. I want to get this over with.
I'm low-key killing myself, man.
All right, that's good to hear. Yeah, then there's the final moment where Caesar's like, all right, kill this guy. And the apes start to kill him. And McDonald is like, no, don't. It's like you're doing the cycle of violence, bro. They're gonna like you gotta be nice to him. You gotta be the bigger man. You gotta be the bigger ape. And Caesar doesn't care. He's too angry. But then woman ape speaks and she's like, no, 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 no. And Caesar just instantly flips. Like he doesn't even say anything. He's just like, all right, we're gonna be nice to him. We're gonna let him go. Just like without even like acknowledging
Does
like
he kill anyone in
or
the new
like having
trilogy?
any internal struggle. He just flips, man. He loves this woman ape.
Does he
And
kill anyone in the new trilogy?
like I said earlier, I would prefer if it was just McDonald. You know, I like McDonald.
McDonald.
I like that he's kind of got his own like he's not as extreme, but he still like believes in like the whole liberation thing. But he's not angry. He's not radical. It's a fun contrast. I don't know what the obviously battle is about post human like ape clashes, much like Dawn was.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where they take it. Obviously, it's going up against the best ape movie, so I don't know if I'll I don't know if I'll enjoy this one. People say it's not very good as well, so
Yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna have a fun time doing that one as well. I'm sure you're jumping up and down. I can hear you. Um, and the final line of the movie is, "We have seen the birth of the planet of the apes." They say
That
the
was
name of the
fire. That
thing
was
and the
low-key
thing.
fucking fire.
That's what you react to?
that was the best part of the movie, man. I love that. I love when they do that.
Okay, whatever makes you happy, man. Um, yeah. I don't know. Part of me feels like I'm too harsh on this, but like
Nah, Loki deserves it.
it's hard to like with what it throws at you, you know? And also a lot of it is just personal taste. I can see why someone would like this. I don't like this.
Yeah,
And you hate this.
I hate it. I do hate it. I'm sorry. I do hate it.
You have like a personal hatred
I have a hatred.
or heart.
I have no love in my heart for this film.
Okay, are we done? How long was this? For like 2 minutes.
That's it? Oh, okay. And what? 0, 3, 2, 1. APE-fop.
That's not it at all.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. APE-fop.
No, 3, 2, 1. A fop is the intro. A fop 1, 2, 3 is the
APE-fop,
outro.
1, 2, 3.
A fop 1, 2, 3.